What's up, everybody? This is WrestleCore. I'm Cliff Davis Porter, your host, and I have to apologize. On behalf of the whole locker room, we are not going to have that hardcore elimination or hardcore Iron Man 4-way match. No, we're going to have a War Games match instead. So, we have Trashman, Max, Million Diamond, Bat Dad, and Silas Samuels over in Canada, setting that up because we will be taping it over there. And everyone else will be at our normal stage. So let's get it, WrestleCore. Right off the bat, we have, I think he goes by Toro, fighting Sam the Skeleton. And Sam pushing Toro right on into that corner. Oh, wow, Sam taking the big man from one corner to the next. Apparently, it is a no DQ. And Toro just hit a roundhouse kick. A big splash. 1, 2. Oh, Sam kicked out. Toro going for another splash. And Sam misses. I think Toro hit his hand on that garbage can lid. Sam going right after those hands. Toro. Toro flung into the corner. Sam picks up the garbage can lid and whacks Toro with it. And throws that can lid, and we should be having a hardcore title at the next pay-per-view for these people. And we got the skeleton clutch. And Toro's able to get out of it. And dropped across the top rope by Toro. And Sam's able to roll out of whatever Toro planned on getting on top of him for. We got Sam going double knees, taking Toro down, goes for the pin. 1, 2, and 3, that's it. Sam's your winner. Very quick match to start off the night. So much more to come. And here's Trashman Marcus Hale. And Crazy Clown and Bones are attacking him in the grocery store in Canada. He's fighting back 2 people, and he just got dropped. And that means trouble for Maximilian Diamond, because even though it's not a hardcore 4-way tag match, it's now there's only 3 people that are going to be in. Here's Heavy Dosage. They have a feud with Power Surge, and last week Power Surge decided to attack them after their well-fought match against Pulse. That was really fun and very unexpected match for all the ups it had. They put on a championship match for free. So that means we're gonna have, I guess, 3-on-4. Bat Dad, Silas Samuels, and Maximilian Diamond. And after the pay-per-view, we need to also have a #1 contender for the tag team titles against Amazing Divine, because there's no way they're gonna lose. So maybe we'll put whoever wins this match into the contention. And Mike quickly gets Steve Blackwell out of the sticky situation, breaking up that pin. And Howard's all over Steve. Howard picking him up. Punch on the top. And he hopped up on that top rope and kicked Steve in the face. Steve crawling to Mike. And Mike is tagged in. Big choke slam with that running power, and now he stomps on Howard's elbow. Giant elbow, and misses the elbow. Howard picks him up, scoop slam. Using a lot of strength and power to pick up the big man. And then he tags in Earl. Steve fights out of the corner. Earl with that Alabama slam. And I think Mike's head smacked the back of the back of his head smacked that canvas. Not much protection there. Gut wrench powerbomb. Tossing Earl into the corner. He needs to tag out because, like I said, his head probably got wronged. Canvas came up and bit him. Earl's fighting out of the corner, tagging in Howard. Very quick tags. Howard putting, and Steve fights out. Steve taking Howard, throwing him in the other side of the corner. And now he's gonna give a reverse Alabama slam. And you know Howard's face took all of the canvas. Steve throws Howard into the corner, gets the tag, Mike's in, Steve's in, and back body drop, double. Howard's back, hitting the canvas very hard from that height. And then a giant knee by Mike. Howard's able to crawl over and get Earl in, and Earl comes with an STO, dropping Mike, and now he's working on his leg and the ankle, trying to twist that thing off. And Mike is screaming in pain. And now Earl with that stomp to the leg, and he's really working on the big man's leg, keeping him down, lifts him up, tosses him into the corner. Now, Earl tossing Howard. Mike with that tag. Steve's in. Cuts off Howard when he went to throw the punch. And now a giant headbutt followed by that elbow drop. And a spinning fist straight into Howard's face. Steve going over and picking Howard, just tossing him to the side, and it looks like Howard's face is cut open. Now Steve taking Earl up and slamming him down. Earl fell very weird onto the canvas and onto the floor, and a club to the back. And Howard's able to get right back to his feet. Steve picks him up, drops him on his knee. And Steve throws Earl into the stairs. He gets in the ring, and he tags Mike in. We're at the 8 count, 9, and Howard's able to get in at the 9.5. Mike was going all over Earl's chest, those clubs. A big boot to Mike. Mike kicks Howard in the face and throws him into the corner. That's a tag. Lifting Howard up and slamming him down. That's shock trauma. That should be all it is. One, and Earl comes and breaks up that pin. And Howard reverses it, tossing Steve into his own corner. Big boot to Earl. Steve tags Mike in. And Earl with the roll up. One, not even a one. A knife hand. Mike tossing Earl and big spine buster. One. And only a one for Earl. He's able to kick out. Showing absolute power and strength, endurance. And he's gonna, no, he's not gonna tag. He runs and gives him a clothesline. Mike gets straight to his feet. And Earl with the big axe handle. Dropping Mike down. Steve comes in. Gets right back out. And an elbow straight to Earl. Earl picks Mike up. And Death Valley Driver. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. No. Mike's able to fight out of that Death Valley Driver. Earl with that giant knee into Mike's face. 1, 2. And Mike able to fight out again. Tossing Mike into the corner. What do they have planned? Oh. Slingshot, clothesline into Mike's chest. Now we're going up top to the second. Big shoulder block off the second rope. A quick tag. Earl's back in. And now going back to Mike's leg, stretching that knee out and cranking on that ankle. And goes for the stomp, misses, and Mike's able to kick him in the back of the knee, but he grabs Mike with a big fist, punching to the gut, drop down, over the head, back body drop, picks him up, tosses him into the corner, quick tag, drop down into the belly to belly, overhead, suplex. Mike rolls to the outside. He's gone through quite a lot. And now he's getting his neck twisted all up by Howard. Mike back to his feet. He misses the grab. Grabs him. Club to the back. An axe handle. And finally, the fourth axe handle is able to put Howard down. We're at the 8.5, and Howard's able to get in. Mike drops Howard across the rope. Neck first, picks him up. Tosses him into the corner. A tag. Got him, and axe handle onto the back by Steve. Steve goes to the outside. Runs up onto the corner. And a giant elbow all the way across the ring. 1, 2. And there's a kick out by Howard. Steve tags Mike back in. A fist, put him in the corner. Body into one side, taking him back, shoving his back into the other side. Picking Howard out. And Howard rolls him up. 1, 2. Oh my God. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1. 1. 1. Oh my God, I didn't think that would ever stop. Howard's up. First picks Mike up. Throws him to the corner. Pulling Earl up. Slingshot. Clothesline. Cross Mike's chest. Mike, of course, just rolls to the outside. It's all he can do. But he's quick to his feet. And Earl tosses him over his head with the belly-to-belly suplex. Earl in a... No! Mike's fighting out. Mike tosses Earl back into the ring. Mike tosses Earl. His corner. Earl fights out of it. Gets put back into the corner. Earl fights out. Taken to the other side. Face first, slammed into the turnbuckle. And Earl's able to fight out again. Big fist. Mike gets him. It's the melt. No! Earl's able to get out of the meltdown. Earl Tossing Mike into his corner. Mike's able to get out. Scoop slam by Earl, showing nothing but fierce strength and aggression. Going to the top. Hitting the shoulder block off the top rope. And Steve's able to break it up. Turning Mike around and jumping on his spine. And Mike's able to kick Earl off of him. Tagging in Steve. Steve throwing Earl right into the corner. Double team. Up Earl goes, and shock trauma. And Howard breaks it up. Mike stepping on Earl's arm. Tossing Earl into the corner again. Quick tag. Steve up. Volcanic eruption. That should be it. But Steve doesn't go for the pin. He lifts Earl up. Big boot. Goes to the second. Misses the splash. Earl stomps on the back. Elbow misses. A kick to the shin or knee. And Steve's able to tag Mike in. And Earl inches his way, tagging Howard in. Howard with the Death Valley driver. And he picks him up, drops him on his head with the burning hammer. One. And Steve's able to break that up. And tosses Mike out of the way by the leg. Mike reverses, tagging Steve in. Steve's in. Big punch, choke, tossing him. 1, 2, no, only the one. Steve stepping and jumping onto Howard's arm. Waiting for him to get up. Squeezing him. Squeezing his neck, his head. He's squeezing him. And it looked like the ref said that was all. So Steve let go. But the match isn't over. Back body drop, double. I don't know what's actually happening right now. It looked like the ref said that was it. Mike slamming Howard down in the ground. Tossing him on in. Grabbing Howard. Lifting him up. Meltdown. He goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh my God, Howard fought out of the meltdown. I don't know how he got his shoulder up. Now Mike lifting Howard up to his knees. Going, misses the big boot. There's an STO. A stomp on the leg. Howard tags in. Earl with this elbow drop. Picking Mike up on his shoulders. Death Valley driver. 1, 2. Where's Steve going? At 3. Oh my God. Power surge 1. Steve had to run around the ref. And it's all they needed. They were able to get the 3 count. Holy crap. Maybe that puts them in contention for a title. Our next match, Shane Sterling, last week, won his match to contend for this United States Championship. He looks ready. And Keith, he won a very hard-fought match to win his contendership for this title. And he looks prepared, he's ready, he has a game plan. Wrestle Core's United States Championship. Here's Keith, Shane. The match goes. Collar and elbow lockup. Maybe not the smartest thing, but Keith's using power to get Shane in the corner. You'd think Shane be powering Keith into the corner. Headlock. Again, Keith is a grapple expert. And there's that power play by Shane. Dragging Keith, placing him on the ropes, now a punch, picking him up and just tossing him into the ropes. I think Keith landed on his neck and his back. Big axe handle followed by that elbow drop. Shane to the top, misses a kick. There we go. We hit him in the face and got him with that axe handle. Tossing him by the leg. Went outside for a quick second. Keith grabbing that arm and crunching it down to the ground. Waiting for him to get up. A few punches. Forearm shot and a rolling clothesline. 1, Only got a 1 out of that combination. He's going to the top. Big forearm shot. Kicking Shane, but Shane's able to roll away from that elbow. And then comes with a body splat, tackle? But Keith's able to get him down to the mat, and now he's working on his leg. And maybe his ankle. He's twisting, he's pulling. Up and elbow shot to Shane's face. Shane rolls to the out, uses the rope to get himself up. Keith picks him up, hits him in the face, and drops him on the back. They're on the outside. Shane tossing Keith into the stairs. A stomp to the leg. Shane up onto the top turnbuckle, pointing, and gets hit, or Keith gets hit with a giant shoulder block from the top, knocking him down. Shane dragging Keith. Keith fighting out. Keith goes around. Release German suplex. He's going up top onto the barricade. Axe handle to the back of the neck. Rolls into the ring. This is the 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And a count out? Come on, Keith. You won with a count out to win the title? Anyway necessary, I guess. And we have Samuels, Bat Dad, talking.
Silas and Bat Dad can't compete, but I came prepared introducing my guest partners.
And Max said he's introducing... Oh my God, Solace! Okay. We've only seen him in one match. But I guess he decided to come and help Maximilian Diamond combat Bone Diablo and his Bone Crew with Crazy Clown. Next, okay, for everyone, you probably don't know who this is, but this is Solace's gym buddy that I've only seen when I've gone to the gym, and I've seen Solace and him working out. But it looks like he's a big man. He wants to help out Maximilian Diamond in the fight against Bone Diablo. Let's see what damage he can do, and we have one more. That's right. Oh my God. It's Mr. America, Terry Miller. He's back, and he looks buffer than ever. He must have been in the gym with them training. And look at him. He is bigger and jacked than ever. Now, if y'all remember, Anderson Reigns took him out. The last match he was there, I thought his neck was completely broken and he was gone from wrestling, but he came back. Holy crap, this is going to be a fun War Games match. And here we have our television title. It's Jax Riley. He's been working really hard. He's done a lot. Especially from when he was just a rookie. Even when he was a rookie, he was winning matches. But it looks like it's his time to try and prove himself and get that television title off of Vincent Price. And here he comes. The man with the belt. Vincent Price. Russell Core's television champion. The ominous music. Chorus. Introducing, on one side, the challenger, Jax Riley. And on the other side, your television champion, Vincent Price. That's why I'm not a ring announcer. I'm just a commentator. At least Jax looks ready. Match begins. Right away, Jax with a knife and a punch and back body drop onto the knee. Not back body drop. Dropping the back of the body onto the knee. Drop kick from the springboard misses. Goes round DDT. Very quick. A stomp to the wrist. Now he's stretching out Vincent's neck. Vincent gets out real quick. Tosses Jackson to the other side. Drop kick. Very picture perfect. Moves to the outside. Misses the knee. A fist to the face. Vincent falls to the ground. Jack's going to the top. A big drop kick to the face by Jax. Shoving that knee into Vincent's head. And now dragging Vincent to the other side, shoving that head into that corner. Kicking Vincent in the stomach and shoving the boot into Vincent's throat. He really wants that title. And Vincent tosses Jackson to the corner. Big clubs. Finding the mark. And Jax falls to the ground. Misses the drop kick. Jax was able to get out of the way. A big elbow. Combination of kicks. Followed by that club into the shoulder blades. Vincent gets put up on the shoulders of Jax, and Jax just drops him on the ground. Nice drop kick by Jax. One. Only the one. Jax running, taking Vincent off of the canvas and sending him to the floor. He's just lying there. He looked like he was waiting, and Jax catches him. Vincent not able to play tricks on Jax right now. Jax picks Vincent up. Vincent fights out of it, but a few punches to Jax's face. Tossing Jax. Whoa, shoulder first into that barricade. It's not a metal barricade or one of those foam barricades. It's just a fence post. Because we at WrestleCore cheap. Just a wooden fence post, and Vincent goes over. Holding those legs, but could not get that pin. Jax was able to get out of it. Jax up. Cuts Vincent off. Vincent with a kick to Jax's face. Forearm shot. Knife hand. Picking him up. Dropping him on the back of his neck. Vincent going to the middle rope. Up and crossbody. Elbow. Picking Jax up. And stopping. And just kicks Jax in the face. Giant knee straight into Jax's face. Forearm shots by Jax. He's fighting back. Elbow shot. Vincent goes around. Jax grabs him. Tosses him into the rope. Kitchen sink. Jax picks Vincent up. Goes running and misses the boot. Vincent gets out. Shoves a knee right into Jax's face. Really quickly. Now he has him. The price is right. Is that all? 1, 2, 3. Jax Riley, you are not our television championship winner. But Vincent Price is your television title winner, defender, keeper. Has not lost since he has won that. And the way he got that was grueling too. Now we have
boots at the pavement, thunder in the march, knuckles wrapped in scars and starlight. Every step's a statement carved in ash and dark. I own these blocks, I own this night. Steel spine on jaw, never gonna bend. Raised where the sparks fly, smoke ascends.
Anderson and Malachi beat up Frost and Bobby Mays at the grocery store. Before the show 2 weeks ago. The plague they've unleashed. Amazing Divine, Tag Team Champions, have to fight two unpredictable people. Speaks louder than your silence. Teeth bare, chest out, ready for the combat. I've been through worse, bounce right back. Every bruise is proof I survived the trial. Earned my stripes, earned this high. I mean, this was just a makeshift tag team, and they were able to get a #1 contender shot at the tag team champions. And ever since, they've been making the champions' lives miserable. And Malachi Voss. Malachi had lost just about every match and joined forces with Anderson Reyes. Somehow they were able to win that title or contenders match. Champions, Amazing Divine, Cross Divine, and Bobby Mays. They're psyched to be here. They were taken out 2 weeks ago, I guess, so they wouldn't help Maximilian Diamond in that one match. And now, in one corner, Wayne Lott, Malachi Voss, and Anderson Reyes. And in the other corner, weighing in at a lot, Cross Divine and Bobby Mays. That's what they're fighting for. Tag team gold. Anderson and Bobby are starting off. Bobby grabs Frankensteiner, flipping over. Amazing Salt! Is that it? 1, 2, no! Anderson gets out of the Amazing Salt. Going around, Enziguri flip kick into Bobby's temple. Anderson, monkey flip, one-handed. Tagging Malachi in. Pretty smart. And dropping the elbow across Bobby's face. Swinging Bobby around, picking him up. And Bobby gets out. He goes for the pin. One. Malachi fights out. Malachi fights out of the corner. A kick from Bobby turns Malachi around. Irish whip. And Malachi pushes Bobby off. And a back kick straight into Bobby's face. Again, Bobby grabs him by the legs and tosses him around. Anderson in, crosses in, and a chop block straight to the knee. And Cross goes for a diving elbow on the Malachi. Grabbing, belly to belly, suplex. One, only the one. That's technically the real hero match. At belly to belly. Forearm shots. Cross grabs. Anderson again. Getting no. Chop block. Anderson head first into the ref. Ref doesn't look like he did much. Because most of the refs are just dumb. Cross chop. Combination of punches. Tossing cross. And now arm drag. Hip toss. And the splash misses by Malachi. Cross hits him with a diving clothesline. Running diving clothesline. Malachi's hand gets tossed into the canvas. Bobby goes to the outside. Anderson doesn't do anything. He hits Malachi with his signature clothesline springboard. Misses the drop kick. Malachi with big punches. And now Bobby with that drop kick to the knee. Rolls away. Malachi picks him up. He's choking him. Bobby's able to fight out of it. Bobby gets turned around. Bobby goes around. Clubs to the back. Big bulldog. Twisting that neck of Malachi. Boss down. Bobby misses. Malachi just walks over the cross while Bobby struggles to get up. Now Anderson tosses Bobby back in the ring, and Malachi drops Cross on his back. I think that miss that Bobby did could cost him. Looked like his back was hurting. Now Bobby's setting something up. He's going for it. Malachi blocks the drop kick. Bobby rolls out. He tries to pick up Malachi. Malachi too heavy. Tossing Bobby into the corner. Tagging Anderson in. Anderson to the top. And down on that elbow. Anderson gets dropped. Knife and chop. Punch, kick, is blocked. Forearm shot by Anderson into Bobby's face. Bobby gets flung into the ropes. Goes around. Neck breaker. Bobby on the outside and misses the leg drop. Two mistakes Bobby has made and a big kick into Bobby's face. Forearm shot into the back. Another forearm shot gets tossed into the ref. Again, the ref has no brain, so craniums collide and the ref walks away. Now gets his neck dropped. Anderson picks Bobby up. Spinning. Slam. Crosses up. Gets choke slammed. Straight back down. Malachi telling Cross to get to his feet. Waiting for him. And giant clothesline taking Cross's head off. Anderson coming in after the tag. Senton bomb. Tossing. Cross ducks down. Leapfrog. Back body drop. Big one. One. Only the one. Punch. Forearm shot. And a big swinging punch. Taking Anderson off his feet. And Bobby misses another attack. Gets kicked. And dropped on the back of his neck. Anderson with the tag. Bobby back to his feet. And he gets stomped. The back of his head gets stomped into the mat. Now he's trying to STO, like grab him, break his neck. Cross was able to break it up, and the crucifix bomb. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. We have new tag team champions. Malachi Voss and Anderson Reyes. Holy crap. And I mean, they deserved it. Bobby missed a lot of attacks, and I think that's what ultimately did him in. The wear and tear of his own body from his own mistakes. And that stomp. Oh my fucking God. That stomp to the back of the neck. And now we are over in Canada for the War Games. We have tag team champions. And here's Maximilian Diamond. Normally, the leaders would start, or would be last, but Maximilian Diamond had talked to backstage with me and Leon Locke, and he said that he wanted to get his hands on Bone Diablo just one-on-one for a little bit. So we said you and Bone Diablo can start. So that's exactly what he's gonna do. And look at this. This white is something we've never seen him wear. White and red. Does look good in it though. And he even got a diamond encrusted white glove. Here's Bone Diablo screwing Maximilian Diamond over any chance that he can get, making all these one-on-one battles never one-on-one, always with the interference, taking advantage of the numbers game, having his minions, the Bone Crew, take out Fat Dad and Samuels, even convincing Malachi and Anderson, our new tech, take out Amazing Divine. And that's probably what happened to the Trash Man too. He just told Crazy Clown and Bones to take him out in the grocery store. And And that's why we don't have anything at catering. Because everybody keeps getting taken out while they're on the grocery errand. And we're off. Max goes and gets Germaned. Even though Bone Diablo uses a number game, doesn't mean he can't put up a fight. And he's shown it countless times. Max gets Bone, arm drags him to the other side. Waiting for him to get up. Tossing Bone Diablo to the other side onto the other ring. Looks like Bone Diablo's grabbing his back, but he kicks off Max and he tries to grab his legs. Probably looking for that diamond break. And a elbow to the stomach, dragging Bone Diablo. And dropping Bone Diablo onto the neck of that rope. Goes for the suplex, but Bone Diablo fights out of it. Tossing Max into the middle section, and they're just fighting in the middle section. Max tosses Bone Diablo, and elbow. And remember, if his team wins, Maximilian Diamond and Bone Diablo will fight in a steel cage match at the next pay-per-view. A big knee and an elbow shot to Max. Solid's grabbing a table. Bone Diablo just hit him with an STO. Max fights out, slams Bone Diablo's arm into the table. Max moves the table, gets it out of the way, breaks the eyes with the diamond encrusted glove, picks him up and drops him on his knee. Solace with the trash can, throwing it in and the kendo stick. Max picks up the kendo stick and slams it into Bone Diablo's face. And Solace drops the trash can on the Bone Diablo, and when he's holding Bone Diablo, Max hits him in the face with the kendo stick. Solace going to the top. For what reason? Well, it's never good. And he jumps and probably tweaks his ankle. There was nobody there when he jumped. Duck down, leapfrog, back body drop, and a kick to the shoulder blade for good measure. Spine buster! Solace picks Bone Diablo up, trips him, spins around, and Crazy Clown comes in, head of steam, and takes down Maximilian Diamond. And then Solace with that DDT jumping. Maximilian with the Diamond Breaker. Diamond Breaker figure 4 leg lock. And Crazy Clown's able to roll and twist up Maximilian's legs. Bone Diablo just busted open Solace. Solace fighting Crazy Clown now. Kick misses. Draw breaker. Crazy Clown misses another kick. Neck breaker. And a big boot to Maximilian Diamond, dropping him down. Solace. Skeletal crush. Skeletal collapse. By Bone Diablo, taking all the air out of Max, and now he's just playing with him, kicking him. It doesn't even matter to him right now. Tossing him. And Bone Diablo getting tossed underneath the table. He rolled underneath the table. Here's Solace's gym buddy picking Bone Diablo up and twisting him with that Boston Crab. And Bone Diablo's able to trip him to get out. Big kitchen sink to Crazy Clown. Bone Diablo fist. Solace beacon kick. Gym buddy just powered up or something. And that diamond encrusted glove getting slammed into the face of Crazy Clown. Solace with the German. He puts Bone Diablo on the table. He's got him. Can he get him up? And suplex through the table. And a clothesline to the back of the neck. The Trina, or Trino, the Sombra, there we go, Shadow Skeleton, has come in. He picks Solace up, but Solace's gym buddy is able to save him. Goes behind and shot blocked the Sombra. Giant elbow on the Crazy Clown. Katrino the Sombra. Can't remember. Gets dropped by Crazy Clown and a Russian leg sweep. Solace. Crazy Clown goes behind and drops with the DDT. And Max Diamond Breaker on Crazy Clown again. Bone Diablo fighting out of Gym buddies. Powerbomb attempt. And Mr. USA just put in a hammer, tossing in a stop sign. Bone Diablo is choking the life, or no, he has that skeletal claw onto him. Giant clothesline taking the Sombra out. Paintbrushed that diamond encrusted glove across Crazy Clown's face. Gets out of whatever Crazy Clown had planned and picks him up for a power bomb. No, not a power bomb. Drops his face or drops his neck across the rope. Solace with the hammer straight in the Bone Diablo. Solace taking Bone Diablo, choking him. And Terry with the punches, elbows, and a scrape of the face. And Maximilian just hitting the hell out of Crazy Clown with the hammer. I'm surprised he's able to stand after all those hits with the hammer. But he got a power bomb out of it. And Solace with those back arm chops. Kick to Bone Diablo. Big punch. Chop. Tossing Bone Diablo to the other side. Everything that Bones has put in. Gonzalez is picked up. And the match can actually start. And the skeletal claw gets kicked out. Big choke slam. No, Bone Diablo gets out of it. Punches, and he drops him. And Solace won with the Echo Lock. That means Maximilian Diamond will fight Bone Diablo one-on-one in a steel cage at the next pay-per-view. Thank you everybody for joining us for this pay-per-view. Come back next time for our show at 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights. Enjoy your night.
Hit 'em raw, wrestle core, we never fall. No retreat, no remorse, wrestle core.